Good morning. Welcome. This is Trading Futures Live. My name is Franco. I'll be trading live the futures market. And let's jump right into the pre-market screen. There you go. So let's start with the economic calendar. We don't have much today. We did have some mortgage numbers that come out every Wednesday. Then we have crude oil inventories at 10:30 and some other oil-related reports coming out. And the 10-year yield note, that's the 10-year yield, the 10-year bond, or the 10-year note auction. Bond auction is a note in reality. And then tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow we do have CPI, right? We have nothing is important coming out of Europe, but we do have CPI month over month, year over year, core CPI, etc., and initial jobless claims as well. Couple of bill auctions also. And then federal budget balance in the at 2 in the afternoon, right? But the headline tomorrow is going to be the CPI and the core CPI. And I want to see what commodities are doing, because I was watching a little bit of copper and lumber. They're bouncing back and very strongly. So that tells me probably inflation is not going to be that low, very low tomorrow. But let's see. All right. We don't trade this news. We just trade the market after the news. All right. Let's jump right into the dollar. So the dollar is still sideways within the demand. Hasn't been broken yet. But remember, the more time is spent here, harder for me to consider this as a long in the dollar. Okay. Anything can happen. If we have a bounce from here, then I will consider a bullish dollar. But for now, we're just sideways here within yesterday's trading range. Okay. If we go to the lower time frame, 30 minutes, we still don't have much other than when was London Open. London Open was here. A little bit of bullishness, but not much. So I would consider below this area bullish. And if we break to the downside, then we can consider the long on the equity markets like this. Can be a long. Okay? On the equity markets. On the other side, we need a solid break. We need a solid break like here, and then hold this. After we hold here probably 30 minutes, then I will consider a short. But I'm long bias, neutral long bias, and I would say neutral because the market looks very sideways. Although yesterday we did have a bullish day and I did have a bullish bias, it was very slow going up, and it wasn't after like 12 or lunch time, like 12:30 in the afternoon, that the market, went up. So that's the dollar, right? Very sideways here. We've been sideways since Monday. Okay, all this we're gonna have to wait for it to be broken to the upside or the downside. And if we break to either side, remember the retest is a good place to be trading now. All right. Before the bigs, I want to see the 10-year yield again. Sideways since Monday. Not a real break to either side. Now, I do not have any demand here, but this is a very important psychological number, 3.5%. And we have been here since December 1st. So the market is digesting 3.5. We went up. Now, again, the market was 3.5. Um, but I don't have any like high quality demand up to like 3.3, and the supply is 3.75. Okay, this is the daily. If you go to the lower time frame, I wouldn't have expected this reversal, right? Just because this, well, this was 10 a.m. So we gotta go lower in time frame and see if we have something. No, we didn't. We did not have anything here. And what I'm looking for is a sort of formation, right? That could give me some supply. This drop-based drop, but it doesn't have any real like retest. But the time is very good. Like 10:30, between 9:30 and 10:30 or 11 is a good time, right? To look for demands or supplies, right? This supply on the 5 minutes still working. It's not my favorite to tell you, to be honest, but yeah, still working. If we come back to this area, I would expect for rates to continue to the upside. Okay. Doesn't matter. I didn't have this supply because I wasn't expecting any reversal from here. But anyway, that's the situation on the rates. So rates are going down a little bit today. Like 1%, not much. That makes me bullish bias. And then we go to the VIX. So the VIX has been consistently gapping up and then coming down during the day, right? Here down, here gap up, sustained, but nothing spectacular to the upside. Gap up, drop, gap up, nothing spectacular to the upside. Gap up, down. So we're gapping up here, but dropping since the open. I think it's 3 in the morning. Good morning, Jinling. Yeah, 3 in the morning. We have been coming down. Not a lot of activity. Like here yesterday, yes. After we opened, the VIX collapsed, and this was part of our analysis yesterday. All right, so we're long bias. I think the market has the potential to go up, and then the VIX collapsed, right? So the VIX is a very important chart. People are not considering a more downside, and this chart tells you people or investors are not panicking. Okay, that's part of my long bias today. So 9:20 with this, we do have a couple more minutes before the market open. Sorry, 10 minutes. And here's a chart that I wanted to show you. Crude oil is bouncing off of the demand. I don't have any supply up to 84, and this is a high quality demand. Like pivot, rejection, and then this pivot created, and we're bouncing off of this, right? Impressive that we came lower, we bounced, and then we reject up to these 72.50 levels, and we're bouncing back up. But I don't have any supply here up to 83.50. So that tells me that crude oil probably has a little bit more of room to the upside, right? And I want to show you, this is a delayed chart. This is a delayed chart. I don't have real-time data. But look how lumber is behaving. It's double bottoming. And lumber is one of the best indicators for inflation, right? So I do have this supply, right? 430. Now we are at 395. This is yesterday's close, by the way. I don't have real-time data here. But what I wanted to say is that, all right, this is one chart. Crude oil is going up. And this one is the one that gets my attention. Look at copper. Copper is another indicator of inflation. Oh, well, Actually all commodities, but copper is broadly used in construction and other industries. But look at this. Like since last week, 3.7. I would dare to say how much is this in percentages. Yeah, like 12% in 1, 2, 3 in a week. Okay, so that's a big move, though, and not only that. Look at this. It's since September, it's been going up. Okay, so let's wait for the and it was very straightforward. Look, I have a bunch of rejections here from 2018. And then the breakout, and then we came here during the during June, right? And now we're rejecting to the upside. For those who like to invest long-term in commodities, not easy, but yeah, this chart can be very straightforward. Silver and gold, I don't consider them like indicators for inflation, right? And I'm talking about inflation because we have the CPI tomorrow. But they behave against the dollar, right? So dollar's dropping, silver is going up, and gold as well. Okay. I do have a little bit of supply here, so that might give me some bounce on the dollar short term. I do have some supply here on gold. Okay. Let's see how the dollar behaves. These two precious metals, silver and gold, are inversely correlated with the dollar big time. Okay, so let's go to the ES. It's bouncing off of the demand that we had. I think it was yesterday. Yes. So it came into the demand, and we're bouncing off of the demand. I don't have any supply, to be honest, up to this level, like 450, 40.50. So if we get here to 4,000, I want to go see on 30 minutes what's going on 4,000. No, it's all overnight. I do have this. Sorry, 10 a.m. But I need to go to the lower time frame, even lower, 5, just to see where. Okay, so it's tested already. It was tested on Monday. So it's not a high quality already. It's not a high quality already. I would say that this is 9:15, so no, forget about this. This is the entire formation. There's nothing we can do here, because if I narrow this, I'll be narrowing to an overnight area, right? And yes, the retest were, oh no, look at this. Oh yeah, 10:30. Yeah, the retest is 10:30, but I would use more like this. Oh, where was it? Here. There you go. Why is this one? This is a 30-minute. The shape is more. The shape is cleaner on the 30-minute. Drop, base, and a drop. Okay. Location wise, it's not the best one. I do have this rejection to the upside and this rejection to the upside, but this one is already past the. It's already past the area. Okay, so I do have only one rejection right here. 2 rejections. I wouldn't be very enthusiastic because I only have one rejection here on a regular trading hours. Everything else is just overnight. All right, so supply is 39.70 to 93 on the ES. Already tested. so it's not a high quality. On the NQ, that same supply, oh damn, that same supply is a lot higher. So I gotta go low. NQ, there we go. So this is a 30-minute. What time is this? 9:30, 10. Yeah, this is the same supply. Oh, is this the same supply? I'm not sure. No, I think the supply that we have on the ES is around here. Yeah. So this is 453. If we go to the 500 share bar, I got something here at no, I am not. Oh, why are you saying that, MB? Oh. Yeah, I forgot. Like, there we go. Boom. Where was I? Okay, so this is a supply that I have here. If we go to the 500 share bar, so the market is about to open. It's 1 more minute for the market to open. Right, I'm going to change to my 500. Right, my closest supply here is 423. 423. So we have some room to go to the upside. Put my risk, $500. There we go. All right, so the market is about to open. It's 5 seconds. All right, so we're open. I have a neutral long bias. And the breakout is very doable. I mean, the breakout is so what I'm going to do, I'm going to try the retest here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, so the tick chart is close to the 0 line. Yeah, I don't tend to take a lot of breakouts. I took this one, but is not working out. So tick chart is about to take the 0 line. Either way, I have $415 of risk here. It's not looking good though. Yeah. All right, so I got stopped out from this one. Morning, all gringo. If you see me acting a bit more aggressive, I am because I have funded accounts and I treat them a little bit more aggressive than my real account. All right, so what I'm going to do is once this thing get to the zero line, the tick chart, I am going to take the long again. I don't have any formation here. I do have this one around this level, but I rather just be impatient and wait for it to get to the zero line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Order submitted.
get my order here. Yeah, zero line. There you go. See if we have some sort of capitulation here.
Order submitted.
So I have my target at 2-to-1 here. Is above the overnight. So I rather just, all right, so the tick chart is not bouncing, right? So the tick chart is not bouncing. That probably means, there we go. All right. Tick chart is off of the zero line, but not going up aggressively, right? So just want to be patient to manage this trade. So I am already 1-to-1, right? I'm going to move to break even. So the 7-minute is rejecting to the upside. I'm gonna go see the daily. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like rejection is coming. So tick chart is not bouncing. All right, so overnight high looks to be a very, very important point. If I have a one rejection, I will move my stop. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, how much am I in this trade? 34 points. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy to break this, to be honest, especially because the tick chart is not breaking to the upside.
Target filled.
All right, so we got target in this trade. The first one, was a losing trade. The second one was a winning trade. I am up like $400. I'll tell you one thing. I think this trade was a good one to let run, but I probably made that mistake. I'm trying to adapt my plan to what the market is doing. So one of the things that I could have done here and I didn't was, all right, so bring my stop to this level right here, because this is a good level to buy, right? This is a good level to buy. So if I want to buy here, right, I rather just let my position run here. So what do I need if I want to buy here, right? Tick chart close to the zero line. So that's why letting the position run is psychologically is a little bit easier than to re-engage in this trade. Like, you see that I could have moved my stop to this level 28, and if they stop me out, all right, fine, I'll be like break even overall with this losing trade and then this winning trade. But to re-engage here, I need conditions, and sometimes conditions are not met, right? But if you're in the trade, you have no option. You're in the trade, right? Hey, Taurus. Yeah, long time no see. Like, I started doing the live streams on Monday. Like, after 3 weeks of no activity, I was in Europe, um, sharing with family and stuff. So I had nothing. Like, I didn't work at all. I had my iPad, whatever. I was following the market on my cell phone, but I was not trading. Pearson, welcome back, brother. No way. What, flu? We had it here at home. It was Happy New Year, brother. Yeah. Like, everyone is getting sick now. Flu and stuff. All right, so dollar coming down again. So here's the deal. Every time the dollar comes down, I think the market is retracing. So the dollar is being bought here, and the demands on the NQ are a lot lower. I do not have how do you call divergence here on the tick chart. Now, if I would apply the strategy of letting this thing run, I would have gotten not break even. I would have gotten 1R, but minus this losing trade, I would have gotten let me see, how much was this? How many points? 23. 20, 21. And here, yeah, I would have gone a little bit of profit. Just a couple points, break even. Fuck, man. I'm so sorry to hear that. All right, so I do have. Yeah. I think this one can be a good demand. Let's wait for it. No divergence on the tick chart, so the move is sustained. I mean, technically for me, I would assume that that it can continue to move up. My bias was neutral long, and the word neutral just uh, because we have big reports coming out tomorrow, and probably will stay sideways, and that's very common, right, for the market to chop prior a big report. Um, but the dollar's dropping, VIX dropping, rates dropping. That's the bullish scenario for me. Don't beat yourself up. It could have got rejected harder than that. Um. What do you mean? What do you mean, Pearson? Oh, because I took profits here. Yeah. Um. It was a 2 to 1. It was a 2 to 1. It was not like I'm focusing on getting my winning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, look, if you're grabbing a good risk and reward ratio, in my case, 2 to 1 is good. Okay, or 3 to 1 would have been even better. But with experience, I think I could get there. 3, 4, 5, or letting things run, or more contracts and so on. That comes with experience. Like, let's make this year the year we apply whatever we have learned in the past, and we take action to stay disciplined and not get fooled by noise in the market. I had a terrible day yesterday, but I figure everything is in my power. Like, the market got nothing to do with it. Like, the market is gonna do whatever it's gonna do. Like, everything is in my own power. That's a beauty, and having the opportunity to do this in my house with my wife here, and seeing my kid going to school, and when she comes back, and put her into bed, and I think it's very valuable. So I think um is worth the pain of the discipline, right? Um, I mean, that's my personal case. I don't know what is yours, but that's my objective this year. Yeah. If you guys sharing with me, most likely are in the same conditions that I am, trading from home, or I don't know where you guys are, but learning how to trade and having the opportunity to take the time and the money to learn this, um, even if you don't make millions, right? if you make a couple 100,000 a year, um, um, I think it's worth it because you're behind the computer. You don't have to go to work. You don't have employees, co-workers, etc. And you have an upside. Is only depending on you and yourself. And that's when I because last year wasn't a good year for me. Like I made less um that I was expecting, right? And then I was discussing with my wife, like, look, this is not working. Even though I am consistent, even though I am experienced, I'm not near of what I want to achieve, right? That this is not It's not even close, right? And we were exploring other, industries. Not because I want to leave this. I love this. Like I love it, but I need to work myself, work my ass off so I can scale up and start trading um, bigger size and my psychology be adapted to that bigger size, right? Because that's a problem that I've had since the beginning. Um, but at the end of the day, this thing is, I think I am closer to get where I want to get if I stay longer in this than starting in any other industry. And probably will take me 3 to 4 years to get the money that I want to get. Or and I it's what industry? That's the other thing. I will have to invest my money and risk few hundred thousands to open a business and stuff. Believe it or not, I was looking into funeral homes. I think it's very thriving business right now. Just to invest and have like another source of income. Yeah. Is very believe it or not, it's very good. It's super good, and you don't need like you need like two license, but you don't have to carry them. Like you can hire the people, right? It's not like I was looking into daycares too, but that's too much. It's too complicated. Many licensing and permits and stuff. Funeral home is straightforward. Here in Florida, it's very good. You just hire you just hire two, like I don't know what's the name of the guy, the one that prepare bodies and stuff, and the other one that like manage the refrigerator and preserve the body. That's the only people that you need to hire. You just pay them and that's it. But yeah, there you go. That's the word. Um um no, the funeral director not does not need any perm permits or license. No, the embalmer, yes, and the other one that like manage the refrigerator with the bodies. That's two license that you need. All right, so let's focus here on finding things like same scenario like yesterday. See that? Breaking new highs and then sideways. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's fine, Pearson. Um, the only thing that here in South Florida is hard to find them. Like they're not for sale because it's very good business. Um, but whatever. Let's get back to this. So same scenario like yesterday, breaking highs and then rejecting. So what I want to do is just wait for the tick chart to the zero line again and see if we are in any sort of zone like the one that I took here. Okay, so the way I took this trade was it was, this is overnight, right? But tick chart was close to the zero line and printing green can. So there you go. So we have some exhaustion. We have exhaustion. Tick chart has gotten to the zero line. The zero line. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, this will be my best year ever. Yeah, we're gonna repeat that. But I'm not like I said yesterday. I'm not a uh, New Year's resolution guy. Like I don't believe in that. Like New Year, new me is like new actions, new me. That's why I'm trying to trade differently. Like I want to be, when I have an edge, I want to be more aggressive. If I have the opportunity, I want to be a little bit more aggressive and more patient when I don't have anything, right? So here is the tick chart. The tick chart came to the zero line in this candle. Tick chart came to the zero line in this candle. That tells me that the move is sustainable to the upside. Look the rejection, right? Look for the rejection. Now, if we make new highs, how far are we from supply? Now, we still have some room to the upside. Of course. Yeah, goals. What I did, because we sit here and we talk, like me, my wife and daughter. Um, okay, let's establish some goals for this year, right? So goals are good. Resolutions, like I'm gonna stop smoking uh just because it's January 1st is BS. Okay, what you're doing, what you're really doing to stop smoking, right? Are you addressing the problem like you have to, or you just trying to apply willpower to it? Because for me, willpower is just bullshit. Willpower is bullshit. We have a finite willpower. Well, that's my case. Look, the market is very consistent. is very consistent doing this type of patterns. Like it opens to the upside, it exhausts price to the downside, like it tries to bounce, then it flushes everybody, and then boom, the move is to the upside. Um, this is a very interesting statistic that I have right now on hand, is that the first 5 days of the year can give you a very accurate picture of the rest of the year. So 83%, 83% since 1950. 83% of the time, five trading day of the year is positive. We do have a positive year, so that makes me very, very bullish for the year. Because we did have an upside of 1.3%. The five first days of this month. Then it comes January, right? If positive, it dictates also the rest of the year. It dictates the behavior of the market for the rest of the year. Guess what? Out of 72, I'll tell you. Yeah, 72 years, right? In a pre-election year, right? Only 12 years have been negative. Only 12. The rest of them have been positive. We have elections, presidential elections next year. It tends to be yeah, look, I know the picture is not pretty. Inflation and stuff, and all the turmoil that is happening, Russia, whatever, you name it. But statistics are there, like the probability of the market. I'm not saying the economy. And look, inflation, I think, is already digested by the market, right? Now, what we're missing is earnings recession, right? If earnings come down, I think the market will follow, right? But the dollar is dropping. The dollar is dropping big time. Like since September, it dropped 13%. That's a big move. So the dollar going down is a tailwind for earnings. So how bad can the earnings be if the dollar is really coming down big time, right? So it's quite interesting, all the situation, right? I'm just talking about the statistics that I found about January. January is a very important month. Yeah, probably we are in a recession. Oh, I don't know. Like a lot of companies are starting to fire people. So they say that I don't necessarily believe that. I will dictate the price section of the rest of the year. I think is very much like the Santa Claus rally that we didn't have this year. Yeah, no, of course, is a statistic that has like a that has a probability, right? And at the end of the day, this thing is so random that we don't know. We could have the 13th negative day on the pre-presidential. Sorry, negative year on the pre-presidential year. That could easily happen, right? Everything I say is about statistics, and when we talk about statistics, it's not set in stone. It's not 100% sure. if I were just rely on this thing that I'm saying, I wouldn't even check the dollar. I would just buy, right? That makes no sense to me, especially because we're trying to do the hardest thing ever, which is time the market. That shit is very very hard. That's why trading is so hard, because this thing is so random. If we're buying, and all it takes is a big seller to sell, and that's it, and we're screwed. So we gotta consider, we gotta, have the, I don't know if the knowledge of the maturity, or the I don't know what is the word, the exact word, to see the market um, as random as it is, right? And not to think that you have an infallible pattern or an infallible plan. You just can, it's so random. All right, so tick chart hasn't gotten through the zero line. Now, we've been testing the zero line so many times, and I don't have, like, the demand that I like is this one, 316. Then we've been sideways since the open, basically. Yeah, 36 is almost 30 minutes. Now we have a new 4 hour. What the 4 hour is doing? Let's go check that. The 4 hour does not look. I mean, the 4 hour looks pretty to the upside, to be honest. So if you guys know, I like to rely on multiple by 6 on the multiple time frame analysis. So if I want to, let's say I want to see where the 4 hour is going, right, and what's the demand that can, demand or supply that can stop prices in this time frame, I divide the time frame by 6. So if I am in the 4 hours, right, and I want to know where the demand can be, I gotta go down to the 40 minutes. So the 40 minutes does not show me any high quality right there. So I go down to the 7 minute. And the 7 minute is showing me some rejections, right? And the price is bouncing off of it. I have the overnight high at 320, no, 335. So here's a point, 335, that is rejecting big time. So probably if we come back to this level, if we ever come back to this level today, and the tick chart is on the zero line, I might take this long. Yeah. Some people say, no, you're taking the easy path because you're behind the computer in your home. Yeah, that all that is a beauty, but this thing is very hard psychologically. It's not stress free. It certainly is not stress free. So it takes its toll, right, to do it. Is very difficult. But if you are in control of yourself and you can make it happen, it is very good, because you're comfortable, right? You're comfortable in your home. There you go. I want to see if the tick chart comes to the zero line when we're here, and that's one possibility. Another possibility that I could consider is here a small shallow rejection and then a capitulation, like a exhaustion type of exhaustion move like this one, right? And then a move up. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't look like yeah, it's very strong. Although dollar is on its lows, hasn't broken to the downside yet. Where are you guys from? Pearson. I know Taurus is in New York. MB. Just type in your location so we can share. Don't make this session so boring. Just myself talking. Frisco, Texas, Indiana. Nice. Mostly the US, right? Oh, I do have Jingling. I think he's out of Singapore. Nice. Yeah. Portugal. Nice. Oh, Pedro, how are you? Yeah, we did. We went to Italy. My entire family is from there, from my dad's side and my mom's side. So we used to go like every Christmas when I was single, right? But then like family was growing. I got married, and my brother got married, and then my aunt got married, and then like bunch of people started to having new you know couple and marriages and stuff. So we stopped doing it, and then my grandma was like pushing this hard this year, like she wanted to share one Christmas, and it was not easy. Everyone has their schedule, but we were like 22 in the house. It was beautiful. So Toronto, yeah, great time in Italy, great weather. It was like spring, to be honest. It was not very cold. A trading futures live convention. Yeah. Look, and be this channel. I think I need to reshape it. Because the live streams are so long that people don't come back to watch the videos, right? Um, I need to reshape the channel so I can make it, a business. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to kill it because it doesn't take much money, like almost zero cost, but um, All right, so dollar's going up a little bit. Dollar is really frustrating. Like we have been here since Monday. No breakout, just within the area. There you go. Let's see if we can get the 333 or 316. One of this. Wow, and the ES is a lot weaker than the NQ. Yeah, the ES hasn't broken to the upside, whereas the NQ did. The RTY is basically flat, and the YM is even weaker. I mean, this area is not bad, but I think it's too high and too tested for me. I do have this. Do have this. I do have the explosive accumulation here, or rally base rally, and then the retest. But the retest is too deep. Yeah, I don't have a Ferrari, man. I don't want to spend $2,000 just to make a video. I don't need that. You know, a lot of YouTubers do that. They rent it out and then just do a bunch of videos with different shirts. I'm not into it, man. But yeah, that's true. That's true. It is what it is. Like that part sells. Thanks, buddy. Which ones? Who's 6 person? Are you part of the Discord channel, Pearson? The Discord is we can interact. I mean, we have done it. Now I was off for three weeks, so PJ Matlock. Yeah, what was the news? Securities fraud scheme. Eight men eight men indicted for 114 securities fraud scheme. That's on all news. December 14. Uh, uh, Oh, he was a trader, right? Post arm opinions only. I'm not a financial advisor. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that. It's hard to find a legit trader online. It's hard. Like I'll show you my winners and my losers. Yeah, I figure. They pumped the meme stock. Oh, yeah. If you have a thriving business, right, and you're making decent money, and you have a life, are you willing to risk your life just for? I mean, I figure people get very greedy. That's the only answer that I can find. But if you have a life, right? This guy has 300 something thousand followers on Twitter. PJ Matlock. And if you figure that $114 million is a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's not like a, I don't know, like, yeah. And probably it's not his only, so it's a 8 man. So if you divide that by 8, it's like 10 mil. I think one person with good business can make that sort of money. You don't have to do something illegal. It looks very hard for it to drop. Like like if you see the tick chart, let's show you the tick chart. Look, there's nothing on below the zero line. Nothing. So the first sign of exhaustion, let's say we have a positive 600. First sign of exhaustion, like negative 600, is going to be a good long. The first one, right? 10:20, very quiet. I'm going to go grab a coffee. All right, so the market just took off. Yeah, yeah. Until we have some sort of exhaustion on the tick chart, we don't have an entry here, unless you want to just click long. I don't have anything like this. This one is very good. This one's not bad. Actually, this one. No, I will keep this one just in case. And I was wrong on the breakout, right? I was wrong on the breakout. Where was it? Here. I was wrong on the breakout. 8 points. Yeah, not much. My risk was like 20. Yeah. No, brother. Look, I went to this friend of my dad, and then I'm not gonna say who, but someone asked. It wasn't me. He asked for an American coffee. So what they do is that they do the espresso shot, and then they put hot water on it. Like that's the American that they do, right? It's the same that we do here, bit different, but but the guy says, this is a crime. Just to do this to coffee is a crime. Um, and I found a Ely machine. So my grandma bought it, and we were drinking that coffee. It's so similar to because the barista coffee. Like you go to a bar, right? You call it. It's like a Starbucks, but they're and Starbucks was made based on this concept, right? Italy has these bars, and people just go there. They pay €1, 1.2, 1.3, and they just have a coffee and a shot of sparkling water, right? That's what Italians do. They just drink a ton of coffee every day. Hmm. So we found this Ely machine that you can make that sort of coffee at home, and it's not much, like $100. Because Nespresso machine, I do have an espresso machine. It's not the same. It's like I don't like it. Segafreda is Lavazza. Lavazza is okay. Ili, I love it. Are you been in Italy? Jingling. Nice. Is that is a good month. Like May, I think is the best one, but April is good too. All right, so finally, tick chart broke to the downside. Milan and Florence and Venice. Nice. I went to Florence this time. I took the train, the Frecciarossa, from home to visit my wife's cousin in Florence. It's very nice. All right, so the tick chart broke to the downside, but there's no exhaustion sign yet. Um, I don't know. Where my family is from Abruzzo, so it's like center, a little bit north, just limit with Le Marche. So Le Marche is like the other region that is close to Abruzzo, but we are Abruzzo, but Abruzzo is big, and we are like in the north side of Abruzzo. Um, I mean, it's very safe. A lot of immigrants from Africa, but like this is very low crime. Also, these are very small town. Like I don't know about Rome. I have no knowledge. A big city also has, big crime, but no, where we're at, no, it's very quiet. Now, what I can tell is the best food of Italy is in Abruzzo. It's not because it's my family, but I've traveled. I haven't gone to the south, to be honest, but I've traveled the entire north of Italy, and you cannot eat like in Abruzzo. There are some agriturismo restaurants, so they have this modality. They produce everything they serve is amazing and very cheap. Yeah, I think so too. Hmm. There is some mafia, camorra, and mob in the south, but if you're a tourist, I don't think you have to worry about that. All right, so tick chart is hovering the zero line. So I do not expect this demand to hold, right? Yeah, just text me or email me when you want to go, and I'll tell you where to go to eat. That man, you will be amazed. 100% organic, made by them. Healthy, delicious, and cheap. So since tick chart is hovering on the zero line, I think this thing is not gonna uh hold this demand. I will, yeah, there you go. So I will love to see some sort of exhaustion. Now we broke to the downside, and the tick broke to the downside as well. So I don't account for this rejection to be a reversal either. So let's wait for the right zone. Like if you follow me, you know that I put zones all over the place, and then one of them ends up working, right? Let's wait for the right setup. So I was talking about this, right? But I just rather this part. Tick chart steel. Hmm. Tick chart. All right. So I want to see this making new lows, and tick chart don't. Oh, there we go. So the tick chart is breaking to the downside. Yeah. Let's be patient here. So if there is a big rejection. Is This is the overnight high. This is the overnight high though. So we do have some exhaustion here. So I'm gonna engage. I'm gonna see if I can.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
The good thing about this trade is that the risk is so low. It's $270, so I'm fine. The bad part is that I'm not gonna make too much money if I hit target. It's gonna be $500. And I want to see what the tick chart do, how the tick chart behaves when is at the zero line. I really want to see that, just to see if this is a sustained change. I mean, continuation, or no. It doesn't look like. Yeah, tick chart is not even touching zero line yet. Um, So tick chart is just right above the zero line and rejecting this thing. So to be honest, I don't think this trade is going to work. If we don't have a push on the tick chart that is sustained. And if we don't win this trade, we will just take the next one. It's 50 seconds for this candle. 17 seconds. All right, so the dollar's dropping a little bit. That might be a good. If we break to the downside, that'd be good. But if we don't break, yeah. So yeah, this is barely going up. Is 417, I don't know. Like the momentum is to the downside. Now the tick chart is struggling to continue to go up. Now I will protect this trade. I don't think I'm gonna have. I don't want to. I don't want it to uh mark an entire -1. That means that probably I will um. So the good part is that this area is creating some sort of demand, right? The red line. So if the red line is broken, then the trade is not gonna work. At least not in short term. So what I'm going to do, even though I do not have 1-to-1, because my 1-to-1 is like 15 points. I think I'm gonna move my stop break even, and I will re-engage. You see that the red line is very important. Yeah, it's been broken. If the red line is broken to the downside, that the trade probably is not going to work. Yeah. So I am a break even. I am a break even. I got out break even, and most likely it's gonna continue to go down, just because the tick chart is so hesitating. Yeah, it is what it is. If you guys in this trade, I hope it goes to target. I made the choice to protect my money. $83 points. Damn, that's good. So if we break to a new lows and we don't have a new lows on the tick chart, probably this 316 is going to be a good trade. Like I have to be willing to retake this trade. That was a condition of the break even. But for that, I need a new low and some sort of signal from the tick. The dollar is just sideways right there. So it always happens to me that I put like several areas, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and one of them ends up working. So how do I take a trade? I just take it when the tick chart is aligned, when the tick chart is where I want it to be. In this case, was exhausted, and I said it like an hour ago or 30 minutes ago, like -600, and it came to -628. -600 is an exhaustion level for today. So very good, Pedro, that you're still riding this thing to the upside. I used to trade the Rosa, but I think I do have a better edge on the NQ. Like I wanted to start trading the ES. As a matter of fact, I did last year on Sim, but I was not consistent. I think it's a lot of work. Um, I think if not trading any other, like I should be trading the ES, because the ES has more reliability, has better zones, is less volatile, um, And if I really want to grow this thing to a big league trading, business, it has to be the ES because the NQ does not support. Five in the afternoon yesterday. Yeah. 5 in the afternoon, right? Yeah. 17. Yeah, the close from yesterday, you mean? This one? 17 hours from you, probably. If you're in Portugal, is 11. So this is the demand from yesterday. 11 was here. '21 is 5. 21 is 9. So it's 4 in the afternoon. Is 3 in the afternoon. Yeah, like this one. This dip. I will have to go back and check the the 20th and 16th there. Yeah, that's 4 in the afternoon. This dip. Boom, boom. Yeah. Let's see what's going on here. I got a break even still away from my target. But I'll tell you, the tick chart is not acting like this thing is gonna reverse. Um, it looks like a short bounce. Um, Either way, I got nothing else to do other than just wait for the retracement here or the 316. So that's the only options that I have. It is. It is. And when I don't have patience, I start blowing things. I think for everything. I mean, the ability to delay gratification or delay things for the future is so important for entrepreneurship and and wealth creation. I have an interesting book. Um, I read it like a few years ago. Will explain you the science. Will explain you the science about waiting. It's a marshmallow experiment or something. Um, it is somewhere in here. I guarantee. So I've had one loser, one winner, and one break even. So Pedro, you still holding this thing? Either way, it would have been a break even for me. 13. Yeah, I was like, how much was this? 20. Yeah, would have been a break even in either way. Now the entry, the best entry was not mine. This wasn't the best entry. The best entry was down here. There you go. Exhaustion coming. Right. I'm not gonna take this again. I'm gonna take the 16. Let's see if we can get it. Stop that break even. Ciao, Tang. Thank you. I don't know why. Nice, but that's fine. So there you go. Exhaustion is coming. What else do you do, Pearson? Oh, life insurance. Nice. Thank you, Chao Tang. Sales. Yeah, everybody likes this thing. Is very good. It's suitable. Not easy, but if you get to discover yourself and understand that is 100% on you. Not easy, but it is what it is. All right, so market is retracing back down. Let's see if we can take the 16. So is we have a bit of divergence. It's not spectacular, right? We do have a divergence at 37. 37 is right here. It's not much. But the tick chart is diverging. That means that we could have a continuation. We just need to wait for the price to come here, right? Prices to come here to the zone. Cool. Nice. All right, exhaustion. Still diverging. Still diverging. So I will consider this one. I will consider this one. How much is this risk? 0621 is like $300.
submitted. Order filled.
So we might have a reversal on the dollar. Maybe. All right, so this thing is not running. Yeah, I want to see the dollar stall right there if my trade is going to work. Yeah, it doesn't look like the dollar is gonna stall. It's creating some bullish patterns right there. Yeah, the dollar continues to the upside. This thing is gonna go down. Yeah, I got nothing to do. Like it's not even moving 1 to 1. Such a low risk, $250. It's not even moving 1 to 1. Like I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah, so the 7 minute is not a big picture, to be honest, guys. 7 minute is not a big picture. And the dollar either. So again, same strategy the like the past trade. Hold my stop. Let's see if we can break to the upside. See if we can break to the upside on the 7 minute. It usually have one retracement, but this sort of pattern, if it retraces, is not good. If this sort of pattern, if it retraces, is not good. So I think I am like close, very close to 1 to 1. Either way, I'm gonna just, if I get stopped out break even and I have the opportunity again, I will retake it. Yeah, and tick chart is exhausted. We broke to the upside on the 7 minute. Um, yeah, it is what it is. So here's the bad thing when you take trades like I am taking it right now. I'm just waiting for some sort of reaction off of the zone. The bad part is that since you're not in the imbalance, right? You're after the imbalance. Yeah, I use the tick chart. I have it here on my left. Um, so what I was saying that, so the real imbalance is right here. This is the real imbalance. So it's hard for prices to come back down to this level, but to this level, it's easier, right? Because there is not such an imbalance here. The imbalance is right here. Here is where the orders are. But what if you blow, like you blew this one, right? Well, we didn't blow this one. It has some sort of reaction. But my point is that, all right, I increased my risk and lower my probability for, right? At what cost? For me to see if prices are going to bounce off of that. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't come, sometimes it does come. And if it's told me I break even, it is what it is. I already won one trade, and that put me 1R positive today. I'm plus $400. If this one doesn't work, I will just be plus $400. Now on the 7 minute is not easy. There's no free pathway to the upside. There's no free pathway. So I want to say this one is a good target. See that? This line here. This one is another good target. But my target is right here. So what I want to see is, I want to see the tick chart when it's in my target to see if I can actually make it. Any Pedro, do you take this one? One more minute for the 7 minute. That's not good. Damn. 300. All right. Good. As long as you're patient and you have your rules, it's fine. And the rules work, right? If the rules work, it's fine. 20 seconds for the 7 minute candle. Um, yeah, does not look pretty. Does not look pretty, especially tick chart. But at this point, I got nothing to do. Like I am a break even. I do have one target and second target, and my ultimate target. So if I see something that I don't like, meaning tick chart not making new highs on the first target, then I will cut my trade. But I cannot just grab the money right there. It's too short. It's too little. Then I ended up risking the entire thing when I lose, and it's not a good business. So when I win, I need to win. Yeah. Wow, that's a big rejection right there. All right, so this thing is struggling. I'm creating new highs, and the tick chart is not breaking to the upside. So it's starting to create some divergence, right? That's not good. That's not good for me for the direction. And I do have some supply here at 56. I think it's a good time for me to start cutting this trade or thinking about it. How much longer is 2 more minutes on the 7-minute. And the 5-minute here is 1 more minute on the 5 minutes. So I do have 1 minute to see if we're gonna break to the upside. All right, so we touched here. There we go. Um, all right, so there we go. Here it is. If I don't hit that, I'm gonna move my stop to this level. If I don't hit that, I will hit this one. So I'm locking in $700 in this trade. All right. So we hit target. Nice trade. That was a good trade. That was a damn good trade. How many points here? 46. All right. Any of you guys took that one? I mean, I'm pro for you to just take your trades, right? Don't take mine. But sometimes if you have a similar analysis that I have, we can, collaborate. Any of you guys listening? Taurus. Do you take any trade? Oh. This trade was, I'm not gonna say easy. There's no easy trade. But we did have this one, right? Which I was long here, break even here, right? At this point, I was watching the tick chart, right? But this one was a lot more straightforward. Like look at this. Or this one. This is very similar. So you have this move up, exhaustion, and then clear out a lot of people, and then up, right? Here, a lot of people jump in, clear them out, flush them, and then boom. So yeah, big Look the Dow quarter CL4 contracts. Nice. But what I was waiting for is this. I don't know if you guys can see. All right, so here's the tick chart 37. Right, I saw this. This is the first exhaustion, right? So the first sign that the market is exhausted to the downside, because before it's not. Like, here's the opening, right? The market just went up, right, until the tick chart started to breathe to the downside. Eventually during the day it's gonna happen. So exhaustion here, and then the retracement on the tick chart, right? But on my chart looks like this. This is this exhaustion in the breathe where the people just jump in, and then the flush is this one, right? We don't make a new low here. See that? We don't make a new low here. So came to the upside, came down inside. I put the order right here. Look, I got slipped big time, so I put the order somewhere around here. And then I was risking the entire area, right? And boom. Entry, target. My hat is here. What do you guys say? Like, I look better with the hat? Yeah. When I'm trading, when I'm scalping and doing too many trades, it's not good. That's a clear sign that I'm not trading well. All right, so good day for me today. Very good. I'm gonna take five minutes off. And coming back to the final part of the live stream. All right, guys, I came back, but I'm gonna close the live stream. If you're watching here, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.